when time stops, when the world stops and goes into shutdown because of a pandemic, that means you're stuck being still in the very thing that you already know that you weren't created to do. So, welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations with Coach Naomi. My name is Naomi Washington, and I coach superheroes. I load these videos to YouTube every Monday at about 12 noon, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of them. If you already subscribe, thank you for joining me. I'm so glad that you're here this week. You will see this week is a little bit more laid back. No cute 1, 2, 3 points or anything like that. Here are a few of the things that I've learned in 2020 to apply to my own life and that I've helped women to apply to their lives as we coach. So let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is one that has come up so many times in coaching sessions with women, and not just with women, but in my own life. So this is a kind of close to home coaching conversations with Coach Naomi today. Today, I'm talking about being still. Being still is really a concept that a lot of us women on the go have a very hard time with, because that means we have to stop. And that's not always easy for us, especially when we wear so many hats and do so many things for so many people. It's hard for you to actually stop and be still. But if it's one thing that we've learned in 2020, it's the art of stopping. Because nothing we started out doing on January 1st or February 1st, for some of us even March 1st, none of those things mattered once the world literally stopped. We really had to take some time to regroup and to sit still and to spend some time focusing on those things that we probably took for granted. A lot of us are so used to hopping in the car and going to the grocery store, or going to work, or hugging people, or just spending time having coffee at Starbucks, or whatever your thing is. I'm 100% certain that at some point in time in the last 6 months, you have had to make significant adjustments in order to do the very thing that you did on a consistent basis. So when I say still, I really mean making sure that you are taking out an even point in time to stop and focus on what it is that's in front of you. You have an authority to be still. Even though still, for some people, looks like no movement, being flat on your back, not doing anything. Sometimes still means being able to pull yourself away from chaos, from confusion, from things that are frustrating, from things that are overwhelming. Sometimes that's what still means. Still means peace. Still means clarity. Still means being able to be in the moment and not have to focus on so many things moving around you. When you're still, you're not moving fast. And I don't mean from a physical aspect of moving fast. I mean from a mental aspect of moving fast. Still means we quiet our minds, we quiet our thoughts, we quiet our hearts, and we are not moving to the fullest capacity that we usually are. You can choose to remove yourself from those things that are intruding on your peace, your spirituality, your happiness, your love, your time, your space, your energy. You have the authority to choose to remove yourself from those spaces so that you can be still. So just because you no longer subscribe to those things that are moving fast and making a lot of noise and keeping you on the go doesn't mean that you've stopped. It just means that you took a pause. It means that you took a break. You took a time out. A pause does not mean stop. It just means you took a break. When I say still, I don't just mean stopping or pausing in a moment. I also mean still from the standpoint of, where are you stuck in time? Where are you stuck in your relationships, in your mindset, in your thought process, in your eating process, in your fitness and nutrition, in your relationships? Where are you stuck? Where are you still? Are you still complaining? Are you still upset? Are you still frustrated? Are you still broke? Are you still hurt? Because if those places where you are still, and fill in the blank from there, are not beneficial for you, just like you have the authority to be still and to remove yourself from certain places and situations, you also have the authority to move yourself into places that are more beneficial for you, more rewarding. So take a moment to really think about where you still are. And if you are still in those places, does it serve you? Does it serve you to still be angry? Does it serve you to still not forgive, or to be hurt and upset, to be broke, to be confused, to be frustrated, to be angry? Does it still serve you? And then the other part of being still is to know that when you are being still, you get to choose if you are going to still be at peace, or still be happy, or still be productive. Time is connected to your obedience. So if you are being disobedient to the things that you know God has called you to do, to the things you know you were created for, to the things that you desire the most, if you are neglecting those things, if you are choosing to look in the other direction and do what it is you want to do, knowing that you are called to do something else, remember, time is connected to that. So when time stops, when the world stops and goes into shutdown because of a pandemic, that means you're stuck being still in the very thing that you already know that you weren't created to do. These are things that you already know are not working for you, are not good for you, are not healthy or not productive, but you yet still choose to remain, and then time stops. And you can't go get another job. You can't start another relationship, or things have happened to the point where you can't rebound or make adjustments that need to be made because you stayed in that moment and you stayed in that disobedience or in that place you weren't supposed to be. And so you're still there. So I want you to check into those things that you know aren't beneficial for you and that aren't good for you, and things that are not serving you. And then make a decision if that is where you want to be. Because in your authority to be still, you can remove yourself from those things and those places and those spaces and that time. Make sure that in your stillness, you are serving yourself and you're taking care of yourself by being obedient to the things that you know are supposed to happen and where you're supposed to be. I hope that this has been beneficial for you. I hope that you are subscribing to make sure you catch every Monday coaching conversation with Coach Naomi, and leave some comments so that I know that you're getting this and that it resonates with you. And if you have any topics that you would like for me to cover, make sure that you're putting them in the comment section, or you can send me an email at info@naomipwashington.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that you have an amazing week.